Alright, flipping the camera. Sorry you guys had to watch an up close of my ugly mug. But I think we got a good start here. Sorry, we'll eventually figure out how to start this remotely. Maybe. No. Maybe not. No. It's kind of like off the cuff. It works.
You can start things off. I clicked the little dot.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there you go.
Hey! Alright, guys. Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of 4 Raving Lunatics. Hopefully we're a little more on topic today, or whatever.
Structured.
Who cares? We're man down. Schedule just didn't line up. And that's actually why we're a week behind, too, from what we originally planned. So, thank you for sticking with us if you're tuning in. How do you want to go about starting this? As far as...
I'm James.
I'm Jay.
I'm Rob.
And as he said, today we are just 3 Raving Lunatics, but trying to put together a little bit of structure with the show. So we do have some topics planned out. And unless somebody gives us some other input, we're going to go with those topics every show. Try to just change up what we talk about. So at least you'll have an outline, an idea of what we're doing. So.
And if you do have comments, questions, anything like that, we do have an iPad set up where we are monitoring the feed and can see questions, and we can interrupt those. So if you have something to say about one of ours, or you want to interject something, please, by all means, we'll try to address it as we see it. All right, I guess first thing we decided to come up with was a pet peeve. Everybody's got pet peeves, and thought it might be interesting to share some of our own.
Yeah, if you obviously you probably haven't seen the first episode. We all work in retail. We work together, and a lot of the stories will relate to that. So my pet peeve, of course, is from retail. So hopefully it's something you'll relate to. But what you got for yours?
My pet peeve is the gulping sound people make when they drink. When it's really quiet and somebody takes a drink, if they continue to drink, I do this, but I try to avoid the gulping sound past the initial swallow. The initial swallow, everyone's got the gulping sound. I haven't figured out a way to avoid it. I have thought about it. But you can't avoid it for the second ones. I don't know whether it's...
I'm going to just gulp my soda around you all the time.
You must. Yeah. I've got... Sorry to throw... Stop it. To throw my mother under the bus. It's real bad sometimes when it's quiet. It's not... She's not the only one by any means, but, like, just... It drives me crazy and makes me want to, like, pull their hair out.
Awesome.
I don't know. That's just... More than anything. It's on me.
I just want to clarify something. Like, this is nothing that I do. I intend to be mean-spirited, or I would do anything for anybody. So please don't take anything as us hating on anyone. It's just generalizations and things that amuse us, which is what we wanted to do with the show. We just wanted to try to do something fun, and don't take anything as mean-spirited by any means. So,
thanks for the hearts. Whoever's giving us hearts.
Yeah, that's awesome. My pet peeve, like I said, is going to be related to retail, and I just kind of put shopping carts as my topic, but really anything. I don't understand in the world we're in, where everybody is trying to lose weight or trying to get healthier and do things like that. Like, why do you leave shopping carts sitting around the parking lot all the time in places? Why, if you maybe some of that inactivity would be helped if you could just walk the 20 feet and put up the shopping cart. So I don't understand why they leave them all over our parking lot, and then they come in and they complain because their car got hit by a shopping cart, or people leave food in our shopping carts all the time, or just leave empty carts all over the store.
Empty boxes from stuff they've bought. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to take it home with me. I don't want to clutter up my car. So I'm going to clutter up your stuff.
Oh, dirty diapers. We find those in shopping carts all the time. It's like we have a mother's room. We have a restroom with changing areas in both
of them.
And
2 very large receptacles outside the store.
Yeah.
The trash can go in. It's emptied. That's what it's for.
But we get all kinds of crazy stuff. Something else with shopping carts. Frequently, people let their children stand up in them, which is a safety issue, and frequently they turn them over, which means that we get to fill out paperwork, and there's an possibly injured child, and you get lots of odd stuff. And yeah, the other day there was a child who was riding in the bottom of the shopping cart, underneath the shopping cart, lying down asleep, and that's the type of stuff that we run into.
Were their hands out like?
Just their legs. Just their legs hanging out.
I was thinking like hanging out of the front of the car with the head like half this far from dragging on the ground.
No, her head was in the side with the handle, but like her legs were just hanging out. Like, yeah, so I could just step on them, kick them, or whatever. It was pretty awesome. But those are the things we run into all the time, and we even have announcements that go off in our store. Talking about shopping cart safety. Please don't let your child stand in the shopping cart. But all the time we have kids who either trying to climb in it, turn a cart over on themselves, or standing in it, trying to climb out. And
We've had a kid turn the shopping cart over on themselves.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But that's just the one that It happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I happen to be involved with.
So, that's my pet peeve. What do you got?
There's a long list of things in my head, but I'm going to go with, since it is game day for the Eagles, I don't like Cowboy fans. Dallas fans are annoying, and the team's terrible.
Well, particularly?
I don't know. Something wrong with a person that likes the Cowboys. The Eagles are the best team in the division.
Well, I think that Troy Aikman is awesome. He's my hero. That new commercial.
They're football players. We're talking about sports.
I don't like it.
Thanks, guys.
All right. The next one is Facebook posts that annoy you or situation
anything. General interest.
Yeah. You can go first this time. We'll go back.
Well, I saw it today. The Facebook post that, at least today, that's annoying me the most is the one that somebody has some long, dumb explanation about something, and then has the little adder of only 1% of people will share this, 99% will ignore. Whoever created that can burn in hell.
Way to be strong and positive. I don't have a Facebook thing. My Facebook, I try not to pay attention to the odd Facebook posts. The only one I know of recently that I actually, kind of saw that I was like, yeah, I don't really understand where that's coming from, is there was one where they posted about Toys R Us selling a pirate ship, and Playmobil makes it, so Playmobil had a response, and it was because there was a little figure that had a collar on it, and it was promoting slavery, which my thing is like, what? Who notices that? If I was a kid, I would have just been playing with my toy and not even paid attention. I mean, I'm sure that the child who had the item wasn't concerned with the collar that's on it, and the explanation that Playmobil, gave out was something, I guess, along the lines of Caribbean pirates were historically freed slaves who were trying to get away from that, and they decided to be pirates. So, history. I mean, yeah. My thing is just like, why are we trying to ignore history and pretend like it didn't happen? And why are you offended that it happened? Because it did. Now, if someone was trying to, push some beliefs on someone now, then I'm all for voicing opinion on that. But it's like, you're kind of worried about something that happened hundreds of years ago, and I don't really understand why there's so much uproar about it. And I don't think that the toy company was trying to promote slavery in making something historically accurate. but I'm sure, I guess they could have taken that into consideration beforehand.
Shame on you, quality control.
What you got?
The odd Facebook posts are the ones that annoy me the most. Well, anything viral that goes around on Facebook annoys me no end. The ones that really annoy me, though, are the Obama is a Muslim / everything I hate Obama and blah, blah, blah. Whether you like him or dislike him, who cares? Leave it off Facebook. It's annoying. He's not a Muslim. Clearly. I don't know. It's just...
Sorry.
Like, who cares if you hate him? Don't vote for him. I'm sure you didn't vote for him. Guess what? He's not going to be able to run again, so it's almost over. You can feel the burn if you so wish. I don't care. I'm tired of seeing all these little political cartoons that are like, so-and-so gave guns to so-and-so, and now he wants to ban guns and stuff. It's like, okay, so-and-so's a Muslim, because his middle name's Hussein. It's like, no, that's not necessarily true either. He didn't choose his name. I mean, I didn't choose mine. Jay, were you around to choose your name?
I might have been, I don't know.
Alright, well, Jay's a god, in case you didn't know. He's a deity. And, well, he does weird things like that from time to time. But,
it's just, my thing, though, is I'm fine with the opinion part of it. Just quit trying to push all of your opinions on everyone else. You know, I think people that put stuff like that out are in a mission to convince people to be on
their side.
Yeah, and have their beliefs.
Woo, chew tobacco, drink Mountain Dew.
The hell?
Don't worry about it. But just, I'll be positive real quick here. There's enough negativity in this planet and in this world. All the hate stuff across Facebook, I'm sure helps a ton. I mean, can we not use Facebook for, like, networking and keeping up with people we haven't talked to, sharing
That's
recipes
not what
even?
It's for.
It's
for bitching about things.
Back when I joined Facebook, you had to have a college verified email address.
Yeah.
And it was because it was like a rite of passage. You get to move to this new social network and keep track of all your friends that were going to college with you. It was great.
And sadly, I'm a new Facebook user. I've only had it for like 4 months, so I think it's pretty cool when I see people I know that are in the hospital and people actually get to comment and ask them how they're doing and stuff like that. And I was like,
that's really neat use to keep up with things. It's like I hate this person. You should too. Here's why.
Yeah, I mean,
here's another reason. Here's one more. Here's a third. Just
obviously don't get to go visit people, you know. I mean, but it's like, hey, they're in hospital in Huntington. I can at least wish them well, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. Positivity. I hate these people. They should all die. Blow a hole in the Middle East.
All right. What else we got?
Our 5 favorite albums of all time.
5 favorite albums. How?
Way I did it is if they're albums I never tire of, I can listen to them at any point in time. If they're on, I may not search them, seek them out, per se, at any given time. But if they're on, I'll never turn them off. I'll never skip a song. I can listen to them front to back. If I was trapped on an island, these are 5 albums that I'd want to have with me to be able to listen to. And they cover various moods, any moods, all moods. And they can be narrowed down to specific moods even. So we'll let you go first on this one since we each took point on another topic.
Okay. I'd like to, he said, I tried to do the same thing. Tried to do 5 albums that I can relate to at any point in the day. So no matter what activity I might be doing, that it would be something that I enjoy. Because I have a ton of rock and metal albums that I enjoy. And I prefer albums as far as I like to hear everything a band has to offer, not just pick out singles. I like some pop songs, but there's not very many albums that I would enjoy, and that's why I prefer other types and genres of music as opposed to pop. But I really enjoy albums. So first one for me.
Tweet us with hashtag Death to Singles if you have something to say about that.
First, and these aren't in any particular order as far as my preference, But first one for me is Exile on Main Street by the Rolling Stones. I think it's an awesome album from first song to last. It has Tumbling Dice on it, which is a really good song. Shining Lights on it. I'm sure you've never heard it. It's awesome.
Sorry, not a fan, but works for you. That's reason on there. Were you down all 5, or were you just going through? Okay,
we'll go around.
Okay, cool. My first and foremost is Mortis, Smell of Rain. It's probably my favorite album of all time, period, no matter what. It's perfect front to back. It's one guy, studio musician, kind of like early Nine Inch Nails. Music's nothing like that, though. It's very large sounding, I don't know, the guy dresses as a goblin. It's pretty cool. He has a story that goes along with the imagery. He aged the character as he told the story. It's just good, soothing music that can appeal to various. It's got songs that range for all sorts of emotions and feelings, and depending on what you're feeling, you might associate different things with different songs. So I think it's a really cool album to listen to.
Well, mine was harder for me to get to because I was informed that greatest hits don't count.
He likes singles. Freak.
Shut up. So, trying to make a list, the first one I could think of that's good to listen to at any time is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. It's enjoyable all the time. You can listen to it at any point. It's comforting. And almost everybody, except Rob and his weird taste in music, enjoys Pink Floyd.
I don't mind Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I like Dark Side of the Moon a whole lot. I just like the fact that they actually had them structured to be a whole concept album. But I prefer Wish You Were Here as far as Pink Floyd, just because I love that song. But yeah, that's awesome.
I have a preference for Pink Floyd, just as long as I don't like to listen to Pink Floyd in anything but headphones. That's just, I don't know. Just you hear subtleties and stuff in Pink Floyd's music that you don't get when you're listening to like a car stereo or a phone speaker or something.
I have the vinyl for Wish You Were Here, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It is.
Play it backwards. There's satanic messages in it or something. I don't know.
Second one for me, I'm the old guy here today since Andrew's not here. And I'm a 90s kid, so Nirvana Unplugged in New York. That way it's something I can relate to anytime, but I still get some of the angst from that. So I love the cover of Where Did You Sleep Last Night. I think it's an awesome song. So
never liked grunge music.
It's not grunge though, it's Unplugged.
I don't know, but that still falls into that category. So
it's pretty cool because it's got like 4 covers on it. It has like Jesus Doesn't Want You for a Sunbeam, and it has some songs.
It's probably the only Nirvana I can tolerate in large amounts is the unplugged stuff, just because it.
Well, there's three songs on the Unplugged album that I think there's 3 that were Meat Puppet songs. One of them's Plateau, and one's Lake of Fire. They're really good songs too. So I mean, like half of the album is cover songs because the Where Did You Sleep Last Night is a Lead Belly cover. So I think it's interesting listening to other people's take on music. So.
Yeah. My next one would be Enya. Yes, I like Enya and I like Yanni. It's Only Time. It's the one with
Only Time on it?
Only Time on it, yeah.
No one's heard of any other Enya song.
Right,
so.
right. Listen to the rest of the... If you like Only Time, listen to the rest of the album. It's great. Listen to all of Enya.
What's it from? So I would know the song.
Only Time. Was it Time Life? They used to show commercials that had Enigma with Return to Innocence.
It was a big hit in like 2000 or something.
I was gonna say it. Yeah.
Well, was it? Isn't there? Oh no, that's Dada. Never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna try to relate it to Jay, but that's not. It's a whole different lady.
Yeah.
Didn't Enya do the Lord of the Rings soundtracks?
She was on various Lord of the Rings. Yeah, she's been on Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Okay, then
she's what Celtic women wanted to be. But 3 of them can't do as good as she does. So
You mean Celtic women now? I thought you meant in history. I was like,
yeah,
just alive would be what they wanted to be.
Woo! Didn't die of the plague. Anyway, number 2 for you.
It's harder for me, but I'm going to go with Jay-Z and Linkin Park's little collaboration they did called Collision Course. It's fantastic. The music's good. And Linkin Park music with Jay-Z and that upbeat, and even Jay-Z's with that rock, sound way better.
It's amazing. 2 mediocre things created something that was better than that by being together.
You just hate everything that's good.
I like Jay-Z. I actually like that. That's that's not bad. I could listen to work out.
The 2 together.
But I'm not a big
I don't like Jay-Z
Park fan. I don't hate Linkin Park. I like their first.
There's a few Linkin Parks I can listen to, but
I don't like any music, so I can't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to listen to Linkin Park all the time, though.
No. Start talking like a 12-year-old. It's only half an hour long.
Third of my top 5 would be Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. It's a 2-disc set, so I get double for 1 album. It has 2 songs on it that I really enjoy, and that's No Quarter. I'm sorry, it's not No Quarter. 10 Years Gone, and it has the Rover on it, which is a really good song too. It also has Cashmere and a bunch of other popular songs, but those are the 2 that I like the most.
James and his deep cuts.
That's right. I really enjoy the Rover a whole lot, but 10 Years Gone is an awesome song. So,
Yeah, I've probably only heard the hits off that album.
You probably only heard.
I've never sat down to listen to. I don't think any Led Zeppelin all the way through. Normally just put like Led Zeppelin radio or something like that, and of course plays the hits.
I figured that you would really enjoy Led Zeppelin too, because they're pretty good musicians.
Yeah.
I mean, they get a lot of sound for a 4-piece too.
Yeah.
John Bonham, there's a lot of songs on their albums that are just instrumentals, and he has some that are just drum solos too, 5-minute drum solos or something.
No, I don't have anything against Led Zeppelin. Just enough other stuff that they just kind of got passed up.
This is all stuff that I didn't get into Led Zeppelin until after I got out of high school, probably. But it's like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
You?
Me? Okay. My third one is Satyricon, Nemesis Divina. It's black metal. It comes from the golden age of black metal in the early 90s. Like 93 or 94, I don't remember. But it's just an album that's aggressive, yet moody.
So if I'm doing work on a computer, is that going to make me want to start running around the room, or
you might start writing songs yourself that are hate-filled, and you'll stop working. I mean, it'll stop you from working because you'll be thinking about it. Probably, I do. I can't listen to it while I'm writing or something like that.
So this is more something I want to go for a jog in the park. I can put it on, or something where
you go into full sprint, just like running. But you want to run at night in the dark with fires all around you. It's great. I don't know. It's a very atmospheric sounding black metal album.
Cool.
And I think it's fantastic.
Can I understand the words on it?
I think so, with the exception of a couple songs because they're actually in Norwegian.
Okay.
But I think I can, but I don't know. It's not death metal. It's not grunting and stuff like that. So you'll be able to hear some of it.
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm gonna have to go with
Frank Sinatra.
I thought about that if we were doing Greatest Hits. I mean, I do like a lot of those songs that are on his.
I'm gonna just have to say Life After Death by Notorious B.I.G. That's one of the better hip-hop albums, period.
I can't agree or disagree.
I mean, that's...
I listened to rap, I haven't listened to Notorious B.I.G., so...
That and Tupac were the best like hip hop music there was. All that music got terrible after the year 2000, period. So anything in the 90s and even the older in the 80s is the only hip hop rap music anybody should listen to. Today's music's awful. Rob likes it, so no surprise there.
No, club rap music is terrible. Modern club rap music is terrible. Rappers that can actually rap are great. Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Well, most of the Wu-Tang Clan are good.
Tribe Called Quest, you listen to them?
Not.
Tribe one album. I just used to watch SVP and Rosillo all the time listening.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about that they were a big fan of them. They had them on there a couple times.
Yeah, that was still
Like,
older stuff.
anything with Lil
It's not
before the
modern.
name is probably crap. When you have to use Lil, you have to use some sort of gimmick with your name.
So I shouldn't go with like Lil James at some point trying to be a rapper.
No, I don't recommend it. But like MF Doom, Metal Face Doom, he wears a mask, but he does collaborations with different things that change his sound a little bit. But he's a rapper.
Besides Wu-Tang, I haven't known a person you've said.
It's okay. Well, some of it I've played for you before.
Also, it's amongst your music that I just despise.
He just turns it off. Like
now, I do like Eminem, Tech Nine, some of the
I do like
bigger
that new song with him and Corey Taylor.
Tech Nine.
Yeah.
That album's weird. The newest album's really strange. I'm looking forward to a new album to see what's on it, but I don't know.
That puts me next, right? For me, Babel by Mumford & Sons, which is fairly new, but I think it's really good from start to finish. Has a lot of songs that I really enjoy and that make me not hate the world. So,
Yay, positivity!
Yeah. It's a nice change of pace to what I normally listen to.
It is.
And
quite a change of pace.
they have a cover on there of the boxer Paul Simon, I think, which is really good. But their new album isn't anything like that. They went away from the bluegrass type sound. So
that sucks.
yeah, because I really appreciated it. But
That sucks.
I mean, I like a couple songs
They
off
kind
the
of
new
started
album.
that and then killed it too.
Yeah. But I like all of their albums. I just like that one the most, and I like it, like I said, from start to finish. So probably more songs on it that I enjoy than most albums I'm gonna come across. So.
My next one is a guy called Trevor Something. The name of the album is Trevor Something Does Not Exist. It's got electronic music, synth music, just one guy singing, real mellow. Uses samples from like Sega Genesis, from American Psycho, is involved in it. I don't know, it's just something different. The album's great from front to back. It's very soothing. Makes me think of a lot of things in my past and brings up memories and thoughts that make it appeal to me, and probably better than the album actually is. It's his second album, and it's better than the first one, and he's got another one coming out that sounds to be pretty good so far, of the little bits I've heard.
And something that we talked about going into this is, I think this is a really cool thing, because now I can actually listen to these albums, because I actually haven't heard any of the albums that you have. And you probably haven't heard any of the albums. I mean, I'm sure you probably heard songs from the albums I had.
Right.
But I really like to try to...
You've heard Only Time.
I have. But I really like to expand my horizons and try different things. So I think this is pretty cool.
And with Apple Music...
Yeah. I looked for Mortis today. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With Apple Music, I can listen to as much as I want for only $10.
Someone is going to come and break our legs now.
Coming through that window right there. Just... you said you looked for...
I looked for Mortis. I couldn't remember what album this was.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't think it was the one they had as like the most popular album though. So I was like, oh.
I don't know which one's got. I think The Grudge maybe. Is the most
It
popular
is.
one.
It's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good album. Not different style music though.
What you got?
Well, they know I enjoy classical music, symphonic music, anything like that, which means I enjoy soundtracks. So, one of the ones that I bought and thoroughly enjoyed years back was the Star Wars Episode 3 soundtrack. It's fantastic. Listen to it. Even when they come up on my shuffle, I listen to the songs because I enjoy them.
I enjoy a lot of that stuff, but
Almost anything from John Williams I enjoy.
see, that's a kind of a mood thing for me too, though. Like the Brock stuff is like if I'm working, I can turn on classical music or anything like that, soundtracks and stuff, and listen to it. But like if I'm just driving around or sitting with talking with somebody, just turning on like piano music, it's just kind of not what I want in the background. It doesn't sound like my TV at all.
Yeah.
The last one for me is Purple by Stone Temple Pilots, which I was trying not to put any like harder rock on it, but it only has really big Empty that I would say is kind of a harder rock song. But it's just a really good album from start to finish. But it's also something that was I don't know, big when I was in high school. I remember getting a CD for Christmas. I mean, the nostalgia is not why I chose it. I was actually thinking about Tim from Pearl Jam, because it's a great album too, and it has some songs I really enjoy on it. But Purple, it's just got some real mellow songs that I think the singer was going through a lot of stuff when he wrote that really expands on the album. So it's not the stuff that you would hear on the radio all the time that I think are the best songs on it. And that allows you to listen to it from start to finish and go through a whole line of experiences.
The last one I have on my list is Kenny G Duotones. Came out the year before I was born. Didn't get it till the last 10 years sometime. But when people think of Kenny G, they typically think of really cheesy, smooth saxophone music. I'm a saxophone player, or was. And whenever I'd play soprano sax, I'd want it to sound like Kenny G. And that's kind of the way I envisioned it. But this album has a lot of variety. It's not just smooth jazz. There's funk on it. There's songs that are just backgrounds for people to sing. It's an early recording, so you hear all like the imperfections and stuff that he does. And at the time, it really appealed to me because I could hear some areas where I can relate to that. I know what that sounds like. I know what he's going. You
should see his growth as a musician.
Right. From some of his newer albums that are too polished and too clean, and they're really studio. They are the smooth jazz cheese that people think of. This kind of was. I think it's his third or fourth album, and it was. I liked it best of his early stuff.
It's my turn. My fifth would be, amongst others, something I enjoy. It's funny, makes me laugh. Is Incredibad from Lonely Island. Songs are funny. The music videos are funny when they premiere on SNL. And even though they're funny, it's actually good music too for most of it.
I haven't heard it.
I just heard the singles and stuff that's on the radio and stuff.
Dick in a Box, stuff like that. It's like the songs they have done is on there, and it's good music.
So is this something that would remind me of Tenacious D, or?
I never liked Tenacious D, so I can't answer that.
I like it better than Tenacious D. I don't like Tenacious D though.
But I mean, it's
yes,
comedy songs?
Yes, okay. Goofy comedy songs. They sang Mother Lover. I'm on a Boat.
And I'm on a Boat was with T-Pain, so they always have. It's him and Justin Timberlake's in a lot of their music too. So
who was it with Michael Bolton? What song was it?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. I don't think it was on that album though.
No, I think it's in Turtleneck and Chains, which was their second.
Well, we had planned on going over something else, so we'll give you a quick teaser for the next episode. We planned on talking about our three favorite toys growing up, and because we're in retail, we all enjoy. Of course, you can see action figures and toys and everything. We were going to try to talk about that, but we've been trying to keep it to a half hour, which I'm sure we probably went over today, and we have plans, so we're going to have to go ahead and end it for today. But I had a blast, so I hope you guys did.
I enjoy this.
Yeah, so next time, look forward to we'll definitely get to our three favorite toys growing up, and we'll have another top 5 and some pet peeves too. So,
and it's not a toy line necessarily; it's more of a specific toy. So like, you can't say Hot Wheels. You know, if you had a favorite Hot Wheel or a favorite something like that's what we'll be discussing.
Yeah, if if a little girl had a favorite doll, it's her favorite doll growing up, or a favorite action figure. And at some point, I thought we might be able to do favorite play sets, Castle Grayskull or something like that. Get into that, or specifically favorite action figures.
Megazord I never had as a kid.
So, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. We'll get back to it next week.
All right.